Hello world. I am going to take you on a little trip around my yard and my little gardens. So, first thing we have got here, I've actually got a little hole that kind of comes through the fence, and I call that my little portal for all the little critters, beings to be able to come through. There is a train station sitting on the block there so that they have a way to get around the yard. And then have some flowers currently growing. Love the little yellow one here because it's definitely kind of doing its own thing. We've been getting some rain here, so everything's definitely getting some quite lush and green. There is a little botanical garden area close to the entrance for the beings to be able to get in. Another little stump tree home. And then we begin my frog army collections. This, I say, is the taxis for the beings as they come in. So there's one, and then on the other side of the tree over here next to some other flowers is another. And then we've got another little frog sitting there just kind of holding his heart. That was actually my grandmother's. And then we've got the leprechaun gnome. Turtle. We got some naughty gnomes hanging out doing the naughty. And I figured it'd be fun to put the little squirrely squirrels near them. So you've got the squirrels. And then I've got my toilet peppers growing in here right now. Of course, I just got them started and getting them seeded. So there's two different kinds. We'll have like a bell pepper and we'll have a sweet pepper up top. Got some little gnomies, keeping an eye on them. Got some catnip that I planted along with the fire station here. Another. And then we come into the fairy garden. So we've got the sun, moons and stars that are kind of protecting and showing it. Got the little fairy villages going on here. Some of the flowers start to pop up here before too long. Got the mushrooms and the bridge with the plant fairies. Got the glow-in-the-dark fairy, but I still have yet to actually see it glow in the dark. It's a little messy because, again, we've been getting some rain. Got the petting zoo. Cole's here saying hi, and he wants to be petted as well. So got a little fairy garden petting zoo with some of the fairies and their animals and nature. And then I have an tribute to my previous four-leggers. I've got a Zervin, a Queena, and a Rocky up on that rock there. A little bit more for the petting garden. The entryway. And then we have got the playground. There is a little bear in that toilet there. Got the gnome and a fairy on a swing there. And then my actual garden, I'm going to be putting some broccoli in here. Got some lettuces growing. And then come around here a little bit. I've got some radishes that I planted, some onions, some more peppers. And then I've got some carrots that'll grow in there. These are from last year, some purple beauties. These are like my favorite. These are actually left over from last year that actually produced a couple more so far this spring, and it's got a couple more little new shoots and buds, so just kind of keeping an eye out, watching to see what this one's going to do. And if it doesn't do too much more, then I will replant something else. But it does got lots of new growth kind of popping in here, so I might have to trim it back and go from there. And then I have strawberries and the little library that I've got going here, gnomes, and I have a fairy too, but I accidentally broke that, so I've got to glue that and get her back out here. But my little library, and then I've got a little Zen garden, mostly some froggies, or I should say more froggies. And then I have got the gnome garden. So we've got the poker players playing. And then we come over and I've got a little Halloween theme type going. There is the Grim Reaper, apparently made a showing at the Coronation for the King of England. Got some ghouls and goblins. Got my little fairy witch with her fairy hat house. We've got the mummy, more ghouls, some cute little petrified trees, and then we've got a little gypsy, and then on to more of my little frog collection. Or army, as I call them. You will see here in just a moment why I call it that. And this would be exactly why. Got a small little army of frogs. Is my garden. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Have fun, be safe, and get healthy. See you later.